Hey, what's up, guys? This is Daniel back from Bar Shield, here to just talk about Cerakote today. So this will be episode 89 of Bar Tip Tuesday. So kind of get into a brief overview of what Cerakote actually is. It's been popularized in the gun industry. It's definitely well known for the durability and then the corrosion protection that it offers. So now it's making its way over into the fitness industry with barbell finishes. And now we have companies such as Rogue Fitness, American Barbell down in San Diego, Right Equipment that are starting to bring out their own version of a Cerakote barbell. So there's obviously going to be some differences. Like Rogue has an Ohio bar that is sleeve to sleeve is going to be Cerakote, whereas I believe it's Right Equipment that has a barbell that is Cerakote for the shaft of the bar, and then it's zinc for the sleeves. So it really just depends on what you're looking for, on what you're wanting to spend, and definitely need to consider where you live and if you need that extra corrosion protection, right? So do you live in Las Vegas or do you live in Miami, Florida, right? So that being said, what is Cerakote? So it's going to be a polyceramic coating. So that's obviously going to be going on a barbell. So it's going to offer a great, superior, abrasion resistance. It's highly durable, and then, like I was saying, the protection against corrosion and wear, it's outstanding. So very helpful in those humid environments, especially with those southern states. So that being said, it's going to be a couple of facts about it. And this is directly from the Cerakote website itself. So we included a few videos, which I'm going to talk about here in a second. So in regards to the appearance of a barbell, it's going to last 100 times longer than a zinc finish. And then in regards to a salt spray test, so you near the ocean maybe, so 70 times longer it's going to last for you. So this is demonstrated in two videos. So the first one is a 15-month time lapse. So basically what they did is they picked a spot in the Pacific Northwest. They have two guns side by side propped up against a tree. And one is a Cerakote finish and the other one is a bluing finish, which is pretty standard for a lot of guns. And so basically what they did, they had a 15-month time lapse video. And then just to see, when do they start showing signs of oxidation or rust, right? So it's pretty surprising. Even after the 15 months, Cerakote was clearly the winner in regards to protecting against corrosion. Make sure you check that out. It's pretty cool to watch. And then kind of going off of that as well is another time lapse, except this one is in a salt spray chamber where they test out. They have a bunch of samples of different types of material, Cerakote, stainless steel, etc., being among those. And again, they're it's pretty intense in that chamber, I guess, is how they explained it. So they're basically trying to see how long it takes to start to show signs of rusting in a salt spray chamber. Okay, so Cerakote again was the winner. So definitely check out those two. And then we actually give a breakdown between, Rogue has their version of a Cerakote bar, and we lay out the differences there. Then you have American Barbell with their California bar. Then we lay out the differences there. And then Right Equipment has their version of a Cerakote bar. So you can kind of compare and contrast between those. So really just depends on what you care about. Do you care about your bar rusting or not? If you do care, and if you live in a humid state, it's probably a good idea to spend a little bit more extra money to invest into a Cerakote bar. So it's going to allow you to not have to maintain it all the time. So you can get away with a little bit more with a Cerakote finish. It doesn't take it away completely. So just kind of something to think about, as well as if, are you the only one using it or is it the entire gym using it? So something to think about. And then also we have just one more special note as far as, when you're putting the bar away, if it's a 9-bar holder, if it's a gun rack, whatever it is, or if you're slamming it into a J-cup, some of the J-cups have plastic inserts, but not all of them. Even plastic's not a perfect system. But it can be easy to scratch the finish or scratch the bar. just be careful with that because that opens the door to rust as well. So just be mindful of that. Just a little bit, or a little tip there. So if you have any questions, make sure to hit us up. Joel from As Many Reviews as Possible, he gives an awesome breakdown as well. I'll make sure to include his video in there as well, just because he actually owns, I think at least 2, maybe all 3 of those bars that we mentioned in there. So he gives a very good breakdown between the 3. That's definitely worth taking a look at if you're in the bar market. So yeah, without further ado, we'll see you next week. Thanks.